Hey guys, it's James with Level 1. This is a little bit of a departure from our normal series of videos where we're working on the cup car, cup/test car, getting it put together. But we kind of ran into something at the shop and just kind of thought, hey, this would be a good idea to do a little short video on. This is a track bar mount. It's off one of our late models. We're going through some routine maintenance. This is the driver's side mount. It bolts to the axle tubes, and of course there's clamps, or the other part of the circle there that clamps it in place and holds it. And then up here in the front is where the heim joint, the heim joint bolts there. Bolt passes through the heim joint, fastens into there. And apparently what happened, we found is do some routine maintenance was, and I'll put this in the vise here in a minute and show you. It's going. I'm gonna have to start and stop a couple of times. It's apparently the bolt vibrated loose just a little bit, and it kind of ate up boogered up the threads a little bit right here. The first 2, 3, 4 threads. So, and you know, a lot of guys or a lot of teams would just toss this away and say, okay, we need a new one. And we could do that, but you know, and these mounts aren't super expensive, but I mean, they're, you know, that mount's probably, I don't know, 150 bucks or so. And you know, with this being a business, I mean, anywhere that we can save a little bit of money and not hurt durability or performance or safety or any of that stuff, then that's what we're gonna do. All right, now through the magic of video, we have this thing squeezed up in our vise here, chucked up in there, and I'm gonna kind of see if I can get in there and get you a good look at the thread. Yeah, there we go. I mean, they're not terrible. The threads aren't completely wiped out. They just got jacked up a little bit right there on the end. So, like I said, you know, we could toss that thing and get a new piece, or we could repair it. So, I have a full assortment of all kinds of taps and dies and things here at my little shop. And so I brought it over here and I said, hey, let me see if I can fix this thing. And this thread here is actually 3/4 16 pitch. And I didn't have a tap for that. Well, I don't know. I'm sure I had one along the way. It probably just got misplaced or whatever. So I had to go out and purchase one. Which, I mean, this tap was like 30 bucks. But now I have it. So I'm gonna, you know, I bought the tap for $30. I'm gonna fix this $150 piece, and I'm gonna have this to tap holes or repair these things again or just whatever. I would always prefer to spend money on tools or equipment versus parts if I have that choice. With tools and equipment, you can repair parts, make parts, you can do kind of anything you want to do. And what I'll do is, and this kind of goes in there like that, and it's just going to clean up the threads. When you go to use that tap though, any tap, you always want to make sure that you use some kind of a thread cutting oil. I don't really have a preference, to tell you the truth. I buy this stuff here at Lowe's. It's whatever size it is, it lasts forever. I use this stuff when I'm drilling, tapping, anything like that. This is good stuff. In a pinch, you can use WD-40 motor oil, transmission fluid, something along those lines in a pinch. But if you don't already have a bottle of this in your shop, you should really grab a bottle of this stuff here, even for just drilling and things like that. It really helps speed up the process, keeps your drill bits and your taps cool, and keeps everything sharper longer. All right, so we're back. I have the tap started in here. I also have some better light. Sorry about that in the previous video. I honestly didn't notice how dark it was in here, but hopefully you were able to see and get the gist of it. So I got it started in here, and obviously the first couple of threads were a little rough, but you know, I put some lube in it and just kind of took my time and made sure the tap was started straight and all that good stuff. And once it kind of got going and it kind of got past the rough spots, I mean, man, this thing's almost like butter now. And I just like to kind of go, if I'm just cleaning up threads, I mean, I'm already in there, so I might as well kind of run this thing down pretty far and go ahead and clean all the gunk out of all the threads. Ooh, she's real good now. There we go. Okay, we'll back this thing out. And you can see just, I mean, literally one finger. And that's the point you want to get to. Now, while it's still cleaning the threads, it's not going to be that way. It's not going to be the whole one finger deal. But that's kind of what you want. Even if you have to run the tap in and out of it a couple of times. That's what you want. I think this is hanging loose now, yeah. There we go. All right. Oh, you might can even hear the ice cream man in the background. It's coming through the, it's coming down the road. Anybody want ice cream? I really don't. So now I just need to grab a bolt. This is not the bolt that's going to go in it, but it's the correct size. And let's just see what we got here. Oh man, look at that guy. And that's the thing. You want to make sure that the bolt goes in and out by hand pretty much the whole way. And that's getting a little snug, but it's mostly because of the dirt that's still in there that the tap knocked out. But I mean, I can still turn it by hand. That's the important part. And the last step that you want to do is, let me get this out and I'll go over it with you. Yeah, come on, baby. You can see on that bolt, that's the oil, the tap oil, and some of the junk and gunk that the tap knocked loose in there. So the last thing you want to do when you get all done with this, and I'll do this here in a minute, is get yourself some brake clean or something in an aerosol. Carburetor cleaner will even work. Any kind of really good chemical cleaner. Shoot it down in there, preferably with a straw, and just really wash everything out of there. And then dump it out, obviously, turn it upside down, spray it some more, get all the gunk out of there, and then just shoot a little light film of WD-40 down there to keep a little bit of rust from happening. And then when you put your bolt in there and you go to torque it, you will get a good positive torque on it and make sure that it's correct. One thing that we haven't been doing that we're probably going to do is we're going to start drilling these. We safety wire virtually everything on the car, but we're going to go ahead and drill a little hole in the bolt that actually holds the piece to this and safety wire that as well, just to make sure that we don't have, we've never had this happen before, and I'm not sure what happened, but hey, it's racing. You know, you fix things as you find them. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. I hope you saw maybe a couple of tools you could use. You know, I'll never tell you to buy anything that I don't really think you need. But like I said, I prefer to buy tools over parts when possible. So until next time, thanks for watching.